Hey, what's up, guys? Jerry here. So this is my first ever car video. A lot of people know me from doing YouTube gaming and stuff like that. I had a bit of fun in that, but I was kind of spending too much money. So decided to go back to school and everything, and now I'm back to spending too much money. So let's get started with this video real quick. Alright, so starting from the tip top, this is my 1994 Toyota Supra. It's turbo, doesn't have the twin turbos on there anymore, but it's single turbo converted. This one is a manual with the V160. Bought it from a guy in Florida. Man, one thing I love about this thing, man, is, oh dude, the guy who I bought it from customized this thing amazingly. Like, it looks beautiful in here. I've had no complaints with a 26-year-old car. At the time when I bought this car, and it's gonna be in the title in this video, I was 26, which I guess you could say is young for being a Supra owner, because I haven't met really too many people that were able to afford these cars that are around my age. And man, I worked my butt off for this thing, so I'm kind of happy that I was able to get one at a good deal, because I've had a lot of mess ups in life, not like super serious. I've been on like a decent path as far as me working towards my goals, but it took a really long time for me to get there, a lot longer than I wanted. So when this car came up, I feel like it was like a calling to me, like okay, you have the funds to get this bad boy, so go chase after your dream. And I was super stoked, and I just went out on a limb and bought it. Like, I didn't even see the car in person before I had bought this. Like, so pretty much how the story goes is when I posted on one of the Super forums, well, it's not really a forum, it's a Facebook group. And so pretty much what happened was, a lot of people, I posted trying to buy a car for a certain price, and people were messaging me, and most of the cars that people were sending me were like either swapped out, like they were originally automatic cars, swapped out and stuff like that, or it was just something wrong with them. Like, they weren't what I wanted. I wanted something, and this is me talking with a limited budget. Like, I had a limited budget, but at the same time, I tried to want to get the best bang for my buck, and this was definitely that. Yeah. So anyway, people kept sending me, all these responses to my post, and like, he was actually the guy who sold me this car was actually the first one who sent me a message first. He was like, "Hey, dude, you wanna buy my car?" And I was like, "How many miles it got on it?" He was like, "Oh, it only has like 79 or something like that." And like, for what I was asking, like the price that I was trying to pay for it, it didn't seem to correlate to like the amount of mileage on the car, because like low mileage cars like this, they could easily run 80 grand easily. And I thought he was joking, because I was only wanting to pay like 55 for one. And he finally sent me. So I went around the block a few times. I saw some other cool ones that weren't nearly as clean as this one. And I was finally just like, you know what, F it. Let me go down to Florida. He's closer to me than all the other offers. What do I got to lose? So I flew down to Florida. We met in person. This was my first time, and I don't recommend this to anybody. Don't do this. This was my first time ever seeing a car. This was my first time ever driving a car. As soon as I saw that thing pull up, because he had picked me up from the airport, dude, man, when I say, if I still got the video, I'll post it, but when I first saw that thing pull up, I was like, this is really happening right now. Because like, I was in so much disbelief. Like, it was a driving 6-speed Supra that was white with the black interior and its target top, and I was like, everybody in the airport was just like staring this guy down, looking, and I was like, oh, this is my ride. He's about to pick me up. So as soon as I stepped off the curb off the airport and I hopped in that car, I was looking around. Everybody was looking. It was loud going through there, because it was like underneath a what are those things called? I don't know, because we have like trash ones in Mobile. it was like a big old airport cover where like it protects you from rain and stuff. So it's kind of echoing like a tunnel. And dude, here comes this guy in his loud ass straight pipe Supra. And the thing is, like, I didn't really get too many details. Like, he sent me the build spec. I didn't really care about that. The only thing I cared about was the mileage that it was running. And well, yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, the body condition, like making sure it was a good condition and everything like that. So I finally got into the car, man. We met up, shook hands and everything. And this was like right before COVID hit, so I got kind of lucky. Like the airports weren't canceled or anything, and the tickets were super cheap. But dude, I was like, I wish I could just show. Oh my gosh, dude, the excitement that I had that day. So going back from that, I'll go over the specs and everything in another video, just in case you guys want to read it. I'm kind of going off focus here. So how I was able to afford it, I would say that I'm kind of young. I'm kind of a young owner of a Supra, so my perspective is really different from a lot of people. I'm just not perfect. I'm not rich. I actually really had to work really hard for my car, and I didn't buy the car. Obviously, I didn't buy the car flat out because that was way too much money. I had some money invested in stocks that I was using. But that was only like 10 grand, and I used that for a partial down payment on it, and you know I still got the loan for the rest. But so when I initially applied for a loan, I got declined several times by JJ Best Bank and all the other banks because I was too young. My credit history is too new. I had like a freaking 700, and I was getting declined, and I was like, why am I getting declined? And they pretty much just told me my credit was too new. And I've had credit cards for like years now. So I guess they didn't really trust me, which I guess is understandable. Like, you don't see people getting $50,000 loans for cars, and you know there aren't a lot of people, especially my age, like, what am I doing? Like, it's stupid. It's a stupid investment, especially for a car. For me, I consider, so one of the main reasons I bought this car, like, obviously for the excitement, but it's also, it is an investment. Like, this car, I try not to drive it too much. I love it, but I try not to drive it too much because it is an investment factor for me. And that's not me saying like I won't drag the shit out of it. I will drive this car and I will race people, but I don't do it too often to where I would, you know, mess it up. I don't want to mess it up and have to rebuild anything because, you know, V160s in this car are like nearing 10 grand now for a good condition one, and I'm not trying to pay all that. So. But yeah, so like I said, I kept getting declined by everybody. So I finally went to my original bank, which was USAA, and they actually gave me the money that I wanted, which was really surprising to me. It is a military bank, so that's probably one reason why. But I was surprised because, like, I mean, it was 50 grand for a car, and the people that do classic car loans wouldn't give me any type of loan for it. So it just shocked me, but I was able to get it, and I was really happy. And that was because of me being in the military for, you know, like 10 years or whatever. So that helped a lot to my credibility, even though my credit score was good. I mean, I was still like, I guess I was young in their eyes. But yeah, so that's pretty much how I was able to get it. So before that, like, as far as my job and everything, so I'm a nurse. So I make a decent amount of money, but I don't make like big bucks. Partially, like I said, I was in the stocks for a little bit, so some of that money went into stocks, and that's how I was able to put a big old down payment down on it, to where I could actually get affordable payments for me. But leading up to me being a nurse, man, I was like a really lazy, like crap bag. Like, I didn't want to do anything. And I mean, I was working. I was always in the military and working towards my goals, but I really didn't want to put in the work to really accomplish anything, if that makes sense. Like, it was just like, it's whatever. Life's, you know. But one day I just hit the spark, man, and I was just like, dude, I just want something cool, like something that'll freaking make people's heart race every time I freaking drive the thing. And before, like I said, So I had a G37, and you know I was big into modifying and everything. So it was kind of like, it wasn't anything new, but the community to me in the G37 is like getting ruined a lot because of people just doing dumb stuff. Like it used to be the Mustang gang, and it still kind of is, but like G37s are like I don't want to say they're like the new Honda Civics because Honda Civics are kind of cool. Like I like Hondas, but they are the new Honda Civic like racer group, and I had to sell mine just because of that fact alone. Like it was getting bad. But yeah, so my job, you know, I'm a nurse. Make a decent amount of money. Had to put it pretty much stocks. Helped a lot with the down payment. And let's see if y'all can see that. That bad boy is beautiful. And like I said, I'll go over everything in detail. I just wanted to let you guys know like how I was able to get it at a young age. But it did take me a while. Like I said, it took me a while to get there. It's not nothing's easy, man. Just work for it. Work hard. If I could do it, I know anybody could do it because I was a lazy piece of crap. And I got a dream car that a lot of people can't, you know, or never will be able to get. And I don't see myself selling this anytime soon. But I will say this though, before I go over to my next video, or whatever, if this, you know, gets a decent amount of likes, this thing has 1,000 horsepower. And I didn't know that the day that I bought it. So, but yeah, man, I hope you guys, you know, like the video. My camera's like, it's weird because my camera, like, I look at my screen, I'm using my phone, so I look at my screen and it looks like I'm looking like that way, but the camera's like that way. So I gotta look like that. It's weird. But so yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment anything if you want to know anything else about my life. I will be going over more stuff in detail. I bought another car too, because I sold the G37. Now obviously I couldn't daily the Supra, so this is what I bought. And I know a lot of people are probably into F sports. Like I said, I'm not rich. I'm just dumb with money, and I like cars, and I'm an anime weeb. So yeah. So thanks for watching. Hopefully, if you guys, you know, if I get some good reception on this video, you'll watch it again. And maybe put out some more vlogs, and then getting better and stuff, you know. But yeah, thanks for watching.